introduce Amber Alerts to their Facebook apps and to the sites, pretty much putting it on their timeline. What they were going to do is have specifically where the abduction was supposed to have taken place or where it's necessary. Like, we're not going to go from Ohio to Hawaii. Like, it's only going to be in that general area. Well, they actually put up photos of the child, of the abductor, the plate numbers, and the description of the suspect, and all the information that they have available to them. That's something I can get on board with. Necessary technology. Instead of just using Facebook to promote the nonsense that's on there. A lot of times, you can actually use it, not always, but, people put, ridiculous stuff up there. That's not necessary. You can actually
Well, it all depends what you think ridiculous is.
Yeah. Right. Or fun stuff, or jokes. Let's just take Facebook and make it, a network for promoting positive or necessary information. I like that. So what do you guys think about?
I think that's really helpul.
I love to know the statistics on it, though. You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen them. I've shared stories like she's talking about. I've seen my aunt posted one just yesterday, and I shared it on my Facebook. I mean, I think it's important because if there is a little child out there missing, or an adult missing, like, get that message out there as soon as possible to make sure they're safe. And with all the women being trafficked in the world, like, I think it's great avenue to use.
Everywhere.
Exactly. I agree. I think it's smart because now we're seeing that more people are moving towards their tablets, cell phones. So if you can go on Facebook on your phone, it's going to be quicker access than if by the time I get home to turn on the news.
Yeah.
It's faster. I like it.
And I think it's going to be helpful as well because on Facebook, I know there's a lot of stories I'll read, or I'll just see a picture and I'll be and it'll make me stop, but I also remember it during the day. I might see something horrible, but to see something helpful, and I might. What if I see that person on the road and I'm like, wait, she looks familiar? Just by going through your news feeds, you might see pictures that catch your eye, but you're not really thinking about, but you actually process it in your brain, and that'll be really helpful if you actually notice that person that's missing.
I think it's kind of like forcing everyone to help each other, like not in a bad way. It's like you're posting something
positive enforcement.
You have concern for this child that went missing. Let me just see if I can send it to the people on my friends' page, and they'll send it to their friends, and like now everyone knows. Whether it's just for that local state or people who have family in a different state, now everyone kind of gets that word out that, hey, we're looking for this kid, help us look for them.
And it's so easy to just click and share. There's a lot of people that do it.
Absolutely. That's what I also like, that it's so easy to say, okay, this is happening, share. Everyone in my network is going to be able to see that. So especially with Amber Alerts, I think that's a very good idea.
And another thing is Uber. I'm not really sure how I feel about this just yet. They're pushing to, I guess, help with the cities regulating traffic and transportation by offering the trip data, their clients' trip data to the cities. Not saying that they're really going to give, and they're claiming that they're not going to be giving up any personal information, but hackers or whatever happens. But what they're saying is they're going to collect how many people are being picked up at this location at this time to see if maybe they can include more buses or fix the traffic lighting systems or fix potholes in the roads. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this, but
I'm not.
I think
listen,
it's a bit much.
There's too much control about how we get where we're getting here. Too much control, and
yet not enough.
But if it's going to help with traffic and it's going to help with whatever regulations, whatever
you have to look
idea
into
they have,
it. You have to make sure there's nothing sketchy going on.
I don't use Uber, I don't use Uber.
And that's the thing too. It's like, I don't think the information is going to be 100% accurate because not everybody uses the app. Like, say you do have 100 million people who are using it in the state of New York, but then there's like 40 million who are not using it in Long Island. You understand? Not that it's that many people, but it's just...
You're just giving numbers.
Yeah, it's like, I don't trust it.
How accurate it will be.
You basing what you're doing with our city and our states as far as regulating traffic or transportation based on people possibly using an app.
I guess I don't know how accurate, like you said, that can be, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about the privacy laws. Is what you're kind of getting into.
It's just a little too much, But again, accuracy is the biggest thing because not everybody uses Uber. So how are we going to balance that?
But I feel like it goes back to the whole thing with your TSA, your flight, your your privacy, like when you're flying, but it's not private anymore because you're buying this thing, and it unfortunately, riding in someone else's car is not a private thing.
It's not.
I mean, that's when you kind of like give in to that evil. Like, you kind of just let them have your information because you have to. I mean, and realistically, if somebody just, I don't know, bombed a building and then all of a sudden, you know, they had an Uber car waiting, that Uber driver has no idea why.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, these little steps that they're taking, not that I'm saying they're even doing that. I'm just saying, like, you know, I would personally like to know where that guy was going at. I would like the police to have access to that person's
So you're saying
place.
for situations like that, it's okay.
I mean,
to
for it just becomes like more of a safety thing and like, you know, a traffic thing. I mean, you go on Google and Google is telling you this or that. I don't know where you draw the line, but then again,
but see, that's
not
the problem. It's like,
it's gray.
I get that, you know, you want to use this information to create a safer world for everyone, but where do you draw the line? Like, at some point, we can just walk in the door to make sure you don't have guns. Like, I don't want you controlling every part of my life like that. But just to go on to like a more positive note, I'm glad to announce that Haiti has finally entered the world of technology with their introduction of a tablet that's manufactured in Haiti. Martine Borte and Richard Coles founded the first tablet to be manufactured and distributed from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And right now it's being produced and sold through Digicel, but it's only available in Haiti, Africa, and the Caribbean. Now I'm hoping that soon we can kind of get it, you know, marketed and sent over here, but it was nice to know that after the earthquake they can actually rebuild and do something and jump right into today. Not, you know, we're not third world anymore. Now we're, you know, giving you what you want, kind of thing. And I was kind of hyped.
That's good. I'm all for advancement.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, ladies, we have our mystery topic